This episode of Queen of the Ratchet is being sponsored by facelifts because some of you hoes are looking a little rough.
We're also being sponsored by water because some of you thirsty ass bitches need to hydrate.
Petty bitch, ooh, petty bitch, ayy. This is a song for the petty bitches, yay. Tall bitch, small bitch, white bitch, black bitch, straight bitch, gay bitch, skinny bitch, fat bitch. It's time to get petty, so I hope you hoes are ready, cause the shit I'm about to throw is gonna make you get sweaty. If you're quick with your shit, then it's time to get lit. Put your hands in the air if you a petty ass bitch.
That song was off of our latest album, Queen of the Ratchet Volume 1. You can listen to that song on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, anywhere you choose to listen to music. Go get your life, bitches.
And we're back. I'm Cruella DeVille from Disney's 101 Dalmatians. And there's no business like minding your own business. But we don't do that around here. So let's get into it today.
I'm Tremaine, the evil stepmother from Disney's Cinderella and the original head bitch in charge.
If they ain't talking about you, you ain't staying relevant. And I stay on these hoes' tongues. I'm Medusa from Disney's The Rescuers.
You know what, Herbie Puss? I'm gonna commend you. It must be exhausting being a delusional bitch.
You know what, Tremaine? You're kind of right. It's just as tiring as that cheap-ass wig on your head.
You know what, Herbie Puss? The least you could do is try to keep it cute with me. I already have to deal with the fact you smell like rotten pork juice.
Looky here, you Elmer Fudd-looking bitch. Don't make me readjust your face with my foot, ho.
Don't be mad at me because you smell like expired bacon bits. I keep telling you to wash your funky monkey.
Girl, I smell like a freshly baked sugar cookie. I don't know what you talking about.
Ain't nothing sweet smelling about you, sourpuss. All I smell is undercooked tilapia. Now shut the fuck up.
Why don't you two sardines just fucking get it over with? I can smell the sexual tension all the way over here.
I'd rather get gangbanged by the 7 dwarves than ever have sex with that bitch.
I wouldn't wish those perverts on my worst enemy. And speaking of my worst enemy, Maleficent's had my name in her goddamn mouth again.
I mean, what did you expect to happen? Y'all are both running against each other for fairytale president.
I was trying to keep it classy, but she wants to keep it trashy, and I got a lot of tea that I can't wait to expose about that fake woke bitch.
And just so you know, there's a lot of shit she has on you too.
I don't give a damn. Maleficent don't even know who her baby's father is. And Maleficent, if you're listening, let's start dropping tea bags, bitch, because the petty audience is waiting for their cup to runneth over.
Speaking of tea being dropped, did you hear that Little Miss Muffet is suing the spider that lives in her house?
I thought they were fucking.
She definitely told me a couple years ago that she was taking spider dick.
Well, apparently there's trouble in paradise because they got into a physical altercation while she was eating her curbs and whey.
I kept telling that bitch she should leave the spider, but she was always frightened.
Well, I guess shit hit the fan when she found out the spider was cheating on her with Charlotte from Charlotte's Web.
That bitch has always been a little loose with her 8 legs.
Let's stop acting like Little Miss Muffet is the victim, because word around town is she was fucking the big bad wolf behind closed doors.
You can't disclose information like that without providing receipts.
Well, I have Mother Goose as a reliable source, and she has plenty of receipts to expose that Muffet ass hoe.
You know that Peter Pan has fucked almost every gay lost boy in fairytale land?
That old ass queen, you know he likes them young. How old is Peter these days?
Who knows with all those facelifts and lip injections?
He may like them young, but all of them are legal, and I don't see any problem with that. You know, I've had a few jackrabbits in my day.
What the hell you mean by a jackrabbit, Cruella?
That's how these younger men be fucking my marshmallow puss. They be going at it like they a jackrabbit.
The last thing I want to talk about is the dried up tomb between your legs.
Girl, ain't nothing dry down here. My juices stay flowing like the Pacific Ocean.
Well, what's the best sex you've ever had, Cruella?
Probably the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk. You know that mama likes them big in all the right places.
I heard his hair game is pretty strong. Is it true?
I was on cloud 9 the whole time he was down there. Best head I've ever received in fairytale land.
Well, I would have to say my best sex would have to be with Mulan.
I didn't know Mulan was into women.
She doesn't like labels, but I'll tell you this, Mulan is a freak, honey.
Is that right, Herbie Puss?
You know that song Freak League by Petey Pablo? Apparently, he wrote that thinking about her. I guess they had a thing back in the day.
I'm not that surprised that Mulan's into women. She's always seemed a little fishy, if you ask me.
Speaking of fish, Nemo and Dory are missing.
Again, well, word around town is they owe a lot of people in fairy tale land a lot of money, so maybe they just want to stay lost.
I spoke to Flounder from Disney's Little Mermaid, and he said that Dory and Nemo ain't shit.
I mean, it all just sounds really fishy and fraudulent, if you ask me.
Speaking of frauds, our special guest today has lived his life in the closet since he burst into fairy tale land. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bitch.
I was named one of the sexiest men alive in fairy tale land. I'm Gaston from Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
You know, Gaston, it's nice to see that you finally stepped out of that Chronicles of Narnia closet that you were in, and you're finally tasting the rainbow.
I came out on my own terms. You may control these little minions, but you don't control me, bitch.
Excuse me, Gaston, I'm nobody's sidekick.
And you already know that Cruella don't control shit over here.
You know, Gaston, I don't know why there's beef between me and you because I'm a vegetarian, but I'm ready to squash it when you are. You seem very pressed.
You helped my boyfriend fake his death, and neither one of you told me about it.
To all the listeners who don't know, Roger is Gaston's ex from Disney's 101 Dalmatians.
We're taking it slow and taking a break right now. He's not my ex.
Oh, that's what y'all calling it these days? Because I definitely saw Roger with Grind on his phone the other day.
It's called an open relationship, bitch.
Whatever you want to call it, I'm not the reason for you and Roger's problems. There was trouble in paradise way before me.
But you're definitely not the solution to Roger and myself, nor are you the solution to all the problems in fairy tale land. That's why Maleficent has my vote.
You know what, Gaston? You're nothing more than a sour Skittle reaching for clout that you're not gonna get from me. This interview is over. Get him out of here now.
I'm not leaving. Since you got a problem with me, deal with it, coward.
Oh, you gonna leave? You can either leave on your own accord or by me pulling this pistol out my purse.
Now, Cruella, it really don't need to get to that point.
Let's everybody just take a breath and breathe for a second.
Let's see if you really about that life, cause I'm not leaving.
No, she's really about that life, Gaston, so you might want to leave.
Pick and choose your battles, Gaston. This isn't the one you want right now.
No, don't tell him nothing. I done had enough. Get your ass out of here, Gaston.
Cruella, stop!
Your man is cheap.
So cheap, girl.
Your man is
No
cheap.
money for you, girl.
Darling, he's a bum. This really is dumb. Take it from me.
Bumper crack and spin a thing.
Girl, his credit's really bad. Break up with him, you'll be glad. He has no money. Don't be a dummy. Your man is
Your
cheap.
man is so cheap, man. Me not take it on the eye.
That song was one of the many parodies that Queen of the Ratchet has done. You can listen to that song on SoundCloud. Go get your life, bitches.
We're back. I don't know why anybody in fairy tale land would think that I wasn't about that life, but I could show you any day of the week.
I would just like to say to all the listeners that Gaston was taken to the hospital in critical condition because there were several caps popped into his ass, thanks to Cruella.
Did you really have to fire shots at him?
You know, this is a good lesson to teach everyone. You never know what a person is capable of, so don't test your luck, especially with me.
How you gonna be president of fairy tale land when you still popping caps in people's asses?
Well, I believe that I have the right to carry just in case a person steps out of line.
And this is why Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam are running around shooting up fairy tale creatures now.
You know, if there was gun control, Bambi's mother would probably still be alive.
Ain't nobody taking my pistol out my purse. Now, before we go, is there anything y'all want to leave the petty audience with this week?
Chase the money and not the man. Men ain't shit and they never will be.
Nobody wants to hear you, bitch, and nobody likes a quitter. Get your ass up and try again or go a different direction.
Here's mine. Not everybody's meant to go to the top with you. Some people are just fine oohing and ahhing in the background. Now, with that being said,
ahead, make sure you're following everything that's Queen of the Ratchet. See you next time, bitches.